Next week, there's quite a lot of large cap stock reporting earnings. One of them is Boeing. Boeing is scheduled to report earnings before the market open on Tuesday morning. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Boeing to see where the price is and what the market is projecting the price to move after earnings for Boeing. The company has a market cap of $72.77 billion. Here, looking at some of the projection from the analysts, there's 17 analysts, and they're projecting average of loss of $1.58 with a low of minus $3.27 and a profit of $1.08. I think this is very wishful thinking. So, and a year ago, it earned $3.16, but of course, that's not much of a comparison because there are so many things has transpired over the year. First is the fiasco on the 737 MAX, and then now the coronavirus. So that is not good. So these are some of the numbers. If you want to look at it in a little bit more deeper, just go to Yahoo Finance page and punch out Boeing. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Boeing using technical analysis and also looking at the option market have priced in for Boeing in anticipation of the earning report for Tuesday. And just a reminder, if you find the content in this video to be informative and useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Click on the subscribe if you're not a subscriber to this channel, and also click on that notification icon so you won't miss any future video from me. And in matter of fact, I will put out a video before the Tesla report earnings. So keep an eye out for that video. And the best way to do that is to click on that notification icon. That way, when I upload the video to my YouTube channel, you will get a notification to notify you that video is available. Now let's go and take a look at the price action on Boeing and where the market think the price will be headed. Looking at the long-term chart of Boeing, this is a monthly chart going back to 2006. If you go back to the March 2019 high to where it closed last Friday, it essentially had lost more than 70%. It lost 71.08%, and it lost $317. So that's in the course of 1 year. So if we look at the December close to year to date, December 2019, and essentially I lost 60% or $196. So right now, look at March. It's a pretty bad month for March. See what March essentially lost, say 45%, $126. And a swing, that's pretty volatile swing. It essentially got a swing of $208. All right, so let's go and take a look at the daily chart here. Daily chart, I have the volume profile here. For those that is not familiar with the volume profile, it's basically plotting the volume for individual price level. So it's kind of show you where the highest volume occur, at what price, and that seems to, that indicate that there is acceptance there, or in terms of, fair value at that particular time. There are a lot of trading occur because there are a lot of willing seller and a lot of willing buyer. And where you see these low volume area is where there are very little tradings occur, and there's no price acceptance. In other words, there's lack of seller or lack of buyers at those price level. Take a look at this area here, and you see that the price been pretty much confined most of the time in this range here, right, between this 170-ish or close to 170 and the 120 level. And here we're looking at the 60-minute chart here. And the 60-minute chart, basically, I have identified various low volume zone. These are the area that I expect when the price come up, it get rejected because, remember the low volume zone is where there's very little trading activity occur because there either a lack of willing seller or lack of willing buyer. So usually when it get to those price zone, the price will either go right to it, will Well, fast because where there are anxious buyer and there's no seller there, they have to basically bid up the price to attract a willing buyer. I mean, willing seller to sell. Or when it get to that level, that there is lack of willing buyer because the buyer doesn't want to buy at those level, and then they will lower the bid, and that will pushes the price back down, and that's where we get the rejection. That's why I'm monitoring these low volume zone for price reaction, because at these high volume area, you usually get a lot of trading activity, so you tend to see price going to be chopping around within that zone or consolidating within those zones because there are a lot of willing buyer and seller. So there's a lot of business there. So until it get either the buyer or the seller get exhausted, then the price will move out of those high volume zone to seek out the next high volume zone to conduct business, and that's why usually I'm kind of monitoring the low volume zone for price reaction and avoid trading or initiating trade inside of high volume zone. So basically look for trading opportunity on the trading opportunity on the low volume zone. So with that said, let's go and take a look at Boeing on this 60-minute chart here. You see that Boeing here is pretty much been confined in this area here, right? A lot of trading activity going on here. And that explains this high volume zone here. You see this is the low volume zone, and there's a low volume zone down here. So what I'm looking at right now is either the price will come back in and try to chop around and move back up to this low volume zone and possibly get rejected back down again. The stock will tend to trade within a consolidation area. Basically, that's what I'm waiting for right now, is looking for Boeing to see would it be, making a break to the downside or break, come back up to the zone. Then we'll see would it be able to break on the upside, or it's just gonna come back down. Right. So right now, if you look at the where the price is sitting, and it's probably have a more of a tendency of breaking down, continue to come down, and maybe chop around here at this small high volume area before it come back in and possibly come down to this high volume area. Now, of course, there's a possibility that it's going to come in what we call a look below and fail. So it come down and it come back in. Basically like a fake out move. It come back in and then chop around and move back up. So next week earning, it could provide that catalyst to do one or the other, because it could, have this price to reverse back and come back in and move back up to this 157.98 area. Or it basically will come down and break, move down to this toward this low volume area at that 116 area and try to seek out the next high volume area. That could happen next week due to the earning. Now, here is what the market is pricing in for earning based on the option market as of Friday's close. The option market is pricing Boeing to move 12%, plus or minus 12% on the earning report. Right? That means plus or minus $15.40 based on Friday's close. And that range will put it up to the possibility of $144. So basically is somewhere around here. Let me do this. Use the Fibonacci retracement tool, and I'm gonna change those numbers here. Let me take these out, because basically I'm interested in this, just the 0 and the 100% level. Okay, and the upside for the market is 144. That's what they basically projecting. And the downside is 113, somewhere around there. I'm just rounding it out. Okay, so and that's basically where this area here. You see the this zone here. That's basically where it's going. Now, remember I said that it could come down to this low volume zone, to this 116, right? So that's the low side of what the market is betting on. And also say, it could come back in and try to chop around and move up to this 157.98. So you can see that there is this, high volume area to this 144. So those are the numbers to keep an eye on. And these are the levels that you want to watch in the near term to see what kind of reaction in the coming week. So watch for that. Would it be able to come back up and get into, get above this 132, 133, and maybe it will work itself up to this 144, or it might even exceed that. There's a high volume node, there's a point of control here on this composite near this $150.50. There's a possibility that it could converge toward that level on the upside. But here again is the low volume area. So I'd be looking at this 116 and possibly down here below, 110. So that is what I'm looking at for Boeing in the coming week. If you like the content in this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and also click on the subscribe if you're not a subscriber to my channel. Thank you very much for watching and good luck.